Hello everyone, welcome, and today we are gonna play The Letter. Now, The Letter is actually a visual novel. It's a visual horror, a visual novel. Well, oh my god, The Letter is a horror visual novel. So, I actually want to play this game, but it's on like a large, um, yeah, it's actually a really large game. But it's a visual novel, but like, what am I saying? I actually want to play this game for like since 2018. I've seen some of the gameplay. I've seen some of the game, but like I don't want to spoil myself. I also it's actually the 31st, so like I might be able to like upload it. We're gonna start the game. Oh my goodness. Okay then. Anything else? What was going on? For some reason it's not responding at all. Oh yeah, okay, it's not playing. Kind of. Oh my goodness, this game. Okay, there we go. I was wondering. The Ermengarde Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Hold on. Sorry about that. I actually had to like figure out the. Oh my goodness. Load, save, backlog, skip. Hold on. I gotta go to the options here. Alright. The gameplay. Okay, the gameplay should. Okay, random. Okay, skip quick time. Oh yeah, cause the game actually has quick time events. So like, I'm not gonna do quick time events at all. So yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm put it on easy, cause actually let's put it on normal. Like, come on. Anyway, let's continue. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended with the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed only on to their only child, Lady Charlotte. Oh my God, how do you say the last name? Like, for real. The mansion had stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. And that is where it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the night, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. People who dare entered its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legacy. Oh crap! Its legend and its curse still fall upon the village's ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to like skip the whole thing. So, hold on. With a little regard for the truth, they had Briar Realty Corporation placed the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Okay. Isabella. We're playing as one. Okay, this is the first character.
Hello? Isabella, I you?
A familiar jittery voice cut on from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's a mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late.
Oh.
Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all.
Well, they are real. Even in reality, they're actually real. You don't know if ghosts are real or not. They still exist, even in real life.
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
Can I see the character I just... okay. I look up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Ansem Village after the renovations. Today is sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she had that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
I can eat other things too.
Hey! I eat other things too.
I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I used with my younger siblings when they were being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Oh. Becca wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. Oh yeah, I saw it. I would have laughed at that a little. If I didn't know it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Something, it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there's only warmth in the smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Well, okay, hold on. I have a better idea. Hold on. Okay, what happens if I actually hold on, okay, I'm putting on medium. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's a little bit better. The qualities look better. She says this more to herself than me, her smile shifting to something kinda even motherly if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I know in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small, pretty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose our friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of the rather thick history book. She's probably working on the next week's lessons plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily and her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I follow her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. Despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, there's one thing I'm not letting her have her hair.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation on my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. Hello. Oh. I hear a passing taxi. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. I hear a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just a mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious sidelong glances. I learned it the hard way the first time I commuted there, and it only boosted my belief that there is something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would become a lot harder to sell otherwise. Hold on, the relationship. Oh, okay, yeah, alright, so it's about, okay, the, journal, is this, okay, how do you read, the book, branching, what, let's not, how do you read the character's story? I don't know how you, what the, profiles here. Okay. Okay. So it's okay. So it's Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. Oh yeah, I think that's I think she's a Filipino. Yes, it's right here. Birth date May 28, Gemini 26. Wait, is it? No, yeah, it's 26 years old. Height 5 okay, 158 centimeters. Occupation estate agent. Nationality Filipino. Religion Roman Catholic. Education fine arts undergraduate. Like cinnamon rolls, dogs, food, police, food. Alright, it's just comedies, karaoke. Alright. She's the third child among 7, daughter of a laundrywoman and a jeepney driver. She went to the public school. And was an average student, but took to art easily. Eventually, she pursued a degree in fine arts, as encouraged by her father. However, when a man was diagnosed with a terminal illness, she had to stop studying to make money. It was Isabella's aunts who helped her get to oh my goodness, can't read. Who helped her get work overseas in order to earn more money than any local job could get her. Rose Cooper became her mentor as soon as she started as an agent at BRC. It's been 5 years since she met her neighbor, Rebecca. She met Ashton during an unfortunate incident involving her first sale at Devlin Court, and later Zachary Durham. Okay, so like there's actually, alright. Let's go. I avert my eyes from the window once the building shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has ways of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
I was
Yes,
Ash.
again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open
Oh my
house,
God.
and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers.
Oh my god,
I'll be
how do you
all
freaking
afternoon.
say that? What?
Ermengarde Mansion?
Oh my god.
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid asshole. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show them who's tough. Oh my goodness. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Anselm Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
That voice nearly made me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I gave the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belated, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payments. I mentally slapped myself for spacing out and promptly handed him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace. And I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house. Doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off all after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I wanted to get that bonus commission one way or another, I got to sell this property. The doors are ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Oh, entering. What greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and make it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to to the modern day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's gonna eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in the world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoed softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the sounds is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reached for my phone and dialed her number. But
the number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check.
What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dialed her number again, hoping this call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple of steps forward, I noticed something move above the grand staircase. What? I didn't see nothing!
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Okay, I need to save first. Hold on, I have to save first. Okay. Is it save already? Okay, I have to check and see. Yeah, it's save, alright. Yes, alright. Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I tried to contact her number again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also a heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
Stick.
What? The attic? Why?
Oh, crap! It got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she had to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up to the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. Hold on, I had to change the quality, hold on. Okay, it branches out, okay, I read this one. There are two attics here, one on each side. But the east one has been converted to a storage room of all sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going to stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. Without all this place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why they didn't bother to add one here when they renovated escapes me. Sheesh, they did it with the rest of the house. Small bedroom welcomes me at the end. It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here, full of dust, worn out, and faded by time. Odd, I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No, it couldn't happen in a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she says she's here. Is this a prank? Maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Shut up, brain, you are not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? What was that? What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be realistic, they say. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time, no. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more realistic to tour people around his haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room, just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like
a letter?
Lying on the ground, just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents inspected the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last. I can't even read it. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left her in his room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I could have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, I'm worried it will fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What? Oh my god.
Nobody but the words helped me fill the page. All of it seemingly written with a crimson shade pen or blood. I gulped. The same phrase just go on and on until.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and I peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out a second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has frozen on the spot. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me. Oh wait, no, I read this one. A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds. Is it gap? Yeah, it's gap. In gaping wounds, with skin eaten away to reveal flesh, bone, and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Oh no, I gotta save. Hold on. I gotta save. I gotta look up. I need to face it. Whoever, whatever these feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm gonna die, if they're gonna kill me, at least I'll know what my killer looks like. A cold comfort. So with a deep breath, I summon every ounce of courage I have in me and shift my gaze upwards. Oh!
Please, don't hurt me.
Oh no. Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open but would budge.
Stay away! Go away! Please, Lord! Make it go away!
I think it's actually I think it's a quick time event. Hold on. Let me just alright, there we go. I like how the girls actually moving in the background because it's really right now. Why won't it open now? I had 6 as reality dawns here. I'm locked in. Locked within with that thing.
Let me out! Let me out! Lord, please let me out!
It slowly approached me as I wrenched the doorknob violently back and forth. Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Door finally swings open. I couldn't have been happier. Wasting no time, I leap out of the door and I don't look back. My feet pound against the floor in rhythm with a loud beat, with a loud fast beating out of my heart. By the time I run past the hallway and find myself atop of the grand staircase, my chest feels like so tight it's going to burst. But that's nothing compared to the feeling of hope the sight of the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me and my shoe slips and I find myself falling until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Okay, I got a new journal. Oh, I have a new entry. Hold on, the timeline. What? Oh, so like it's gonna. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So like, okay. These two don't matter. These two don't matter. Is okay. Let me read this. Before going to the oh my god mansion, Isabella Santos dropped by scene. Oh wait, I already read this one. No, I already no. That's what. No, this is what we did. Oh my goodness, it's literally this slow. This is literally the slowest game ever. Oh, come on, can you at least load for a second? Like, jeez. Hello? Anybody there? Man, I'm so bored right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. The game literally froze or something. I honestly don't know. Oh my god. This game. What the hell? Like, can I at least play the game? Oh my lord. What was? I heard something. Is the game still going? What? A buzz breaks the silence. I start to ruse, pull into consciousness again against my own will. I never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me more eager to wake up.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. Come on, can I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly tapped my cheek, and something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me the uncomfortable feeling. Okay. The fog immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice, and my eyes snapped open. Oh, come on, the game froze. Oh, come on, the game froze already. Oh my god. There, looking down at me is Rose. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds, until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed, if the light ache in the area indicates anything.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12. No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time, I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her. What's with the way she towers over us? And here, I thought Rose is already tall. Oh, oh my god. Yo, I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice that. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? But with how primly dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during evaluation.
Just do it, please.
I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she has asked. Rose release a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
Exasperation soon replaced a dull ache. The memories are a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone?
You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
But both Rose and the lady looked at me like I just grew another head. Did I say something weird? Rose quickly cast an apologetic smile at the woman before the awkward silence stretches on further. It's a saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should show this to troublesome clients or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience as she muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really alright? What happened?
Sorry about that.
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you were in the attic. And there's... whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
It was open.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the head. An extremely minor bump. I had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose that bonus BRC promise, but that's completely beside the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look. Oh my goodness, I can't even. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to change keys. I need to change the keys. So instead of tab, I'll just try to use P, or let's just say the question mark. I'll try to use that after the recording. Rose gave me a skeptical look when I returned the cold compress to her and pushed myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase railing to steady myself, but otherwise, I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a wary glance and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation if she says no.
Alright, you in.
A smile threatens to slip out from me.
But if I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly a small cough sounds against the wall of the foyer, interrupting our banter. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing where it just describe everything. I'm just gonna skip the thing until it reaches the dialogue.
My sincerest apologies, Miss
McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
Is she another character? Hold on, I gotta look it up. Relationship. I gotta look it up. Oh my god! And the game's really slow. Like, the game's literally this slow. Oh yeah, is she? Yeah, she is the main. Yeah, she's also another character. Okay. Is it? Is it the? Okay, yeah. Oh, a business card. Okay. Interior design. Let's call it X-Mail. Wow. All right. So basically, Gmail don't exist.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
Hold on, can I actually like? I know I'm actually not even continuing on the thing, but like, can I actually? Hold on. Okay, can I actually autoplay delay text? Okay, language. Oh, you can actually change the language. Okay, but like, I want to check on the controls. Like, I want to switch the and I can't even switch it. Great. Okay, so tab is to skip, and how the freak you change it? Well, you can't. Well, this is the worst day.
In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
Thanks. There's no need for it though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
It is, but...
What is that? I will check with our supervisor. We'll check with our supervisor.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm flinch.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
Okay, she nods.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Oh my goodness. Great. Now the game, like, okay.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me? And hurry! You've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it.
Okay, alright, them gone already. Okay, like, so like for editing, I'll actually try to skip all the dialogues that isn't like exactly dialogue, but the character's mind. Oh, I think the relationship. Oh yeah, okay. I'll try and skip everything. Well, except the dialogues. Oh my gosh. What was that? Oh no. We need to get out of the house. 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 We need to get out Okay, so like I am changing resolution, so it should be better. Alright, let's continue. Somewhere. Oh come on! Let me. Okay. Wait, did it continue? Did I? Where did it continue on? Oh, okay. Okay, that was weird. But most of it stopped at Rose calls for detention. They don't look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, a few wonder to me. They are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Okay, oh, come on, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. I just fixed one thing. Oh, okay. Miss McCullough also joined other group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair she approaches.
It's so nice to finally meet you! When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you.
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Okay, yeah, alright. Also, I actually heard about Marianne from the letter. Turns out that she's actually gay. I'm serious, she's actually gay. I actually heard about this. She like for real. Yeah.
Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
They must be the clients she was talking about. I might have seen their faces somewhere before. Some magazine or the television. I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. For people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others. In their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of the most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I say he's basking in the attention. Both of them, in fact. I think they are brother and sister if it wasn't for their public display of affection. The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is that we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of cancelling the listing. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another, they ask questions. From how the restoration process went to the history of the place, I answered them all. Most than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material for sales talk, even if the entire population of Luxbourne knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty. Even the glass thing, colorful ones. Oh,
the glass
I don't
beans.
know, but you get the idea. Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I stop talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small?
We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
What? What?
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am. But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of the conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some... Sorry about that. Give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please, 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 let these guys be the one. Sorry about that. Okay, this is... Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put in retaining the room's classical appealing. The open hearth at the end of the room in particular looks amazing, like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. And mad props to the cleaning crew. Seriously. After overhearing 100 of their complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks, and how much of a pain in the butt cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off, or make it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
Were you blonde drunk? This is the first time the guy in gray speaks up. Mister, look right, my memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of this tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time something lights up in his eyes at the mention of the undercroft. What's so interesting about the basement? I don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. On a grown man? It's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly? And the room? How was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
This is a contemplative expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's mind work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score. I can't wait to tell the rules. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch. After more than half an hour, we were able to cover almost every room on the ground floor and are heading into the parlor. Funny, the first time Beyonce had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt. Maybe it's just my excitement over a possible sale? Whoa, what? Oh my god, no. Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna go back. So about that. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes me over. It starts with a small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, looking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The only is in the group I've been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me, everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer, until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello, you there?
Oh.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker!
Anyway,
Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah. I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looked at me expectantly as I struggled to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see, but we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion.
Oh, great, now okay.
A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looked as if she had tasted in particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I mean, yeah.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hannah. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person. But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon. And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Okay.
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince when her nails dig into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCullough, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shovels through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes? I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time... Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. I'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and... What's this?
What? What? I look at confusion and and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs and replies,
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Well, it's real.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah is leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me the strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter, in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say, no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter and that woman in the attic. It's real.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Okay, I'm not showing her the letter. No, I'm not showing.
Rose,
The words are stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do. But if she's going to believe me, she's already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There really is something in this house, in that attic, in that letter. It's going to go after us. Please believe me.
Dear me, is Isabel alright?
Ma'am Hannah's voice breaks through the haze, beginning to cloud my mind. Rose is looking down on me, very etched on her features. I didn't even notice when she removed the wrinkled paper from my hands and pushed me down to sit on a nearby chair. From the edge of my vision, I can also make out Miss Collett asking a passing food server for a glass of water. Through it all, Mr. Wright stands at the sidelines. Although curious, he appears more inclined to watch the scene than help. They are all as likely to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever's in this house is just a hoax, a cautionary tale for children.
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
She offers me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out of here before I cause an even bigger commotion. Clear my head, take a breath of fresh air. Anything to take my mind off things. No one is going to believe me anyway.
No, I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me, I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make an quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I caused trouble and Rose can be quite unforgiving. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue. The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's a stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can, but I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, you have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly, and we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stopped.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasps her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand, to some extent. This doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether I myself at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning a strange look from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happen. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to take a step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Okay. Hello? Oh, come on! Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered with some ways across from me, is occupied in friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here is occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangover will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's been a few hours earlier from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it, or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he will ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. This Rose is offered too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers, asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
City. Baggers, watch out.
What?
How does this thing even...
A sharp ringing fills the entire hall.
Fine for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out.
Ash! No!
Looking for trouble?
I started around the small crowd before zeroing in...
For an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out. Can't be me.
I reckon it's a dumb Parker anyway. Without bothering to end the call, I marched towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Baggers, watch out. Can't be me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fine for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Oh my gosh. Ash, why?
Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fine for an Asian guy.
Times to...
Ash from Deluxe.
Ashton Frey!
What happened next is something I surely regret later for having not recorded.
Ah!
What kind of smell is that? Ah! What kind of scream is that, bro? He jumps, let out an undignified yell, followed by his phone slipping out of his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately fall flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for that phone and the floor, but it's not every day you could catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Dang his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. An awkward pause passes between us. A blank, a cough. He makes a face, and then in a too quick motion he ducks and retrieves his abused gadgets, while a grin threatens to break out from her lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I find that adorable, endearing even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxious calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way! Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
I gotta check the relationship. Hold on. If it could just load for 1 second. Okay, Marianne's relationship with Marianne actually go up. Okay, that's good. For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches. Seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash?
I could be looking to buy a house.
A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances I glimpsed at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I followed his gaze, but before I could figure out what has caught his attention, he placed a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops a hand resting on my arm, while he has touched something particularly hot, casually rubs the back of his head.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he paused and gave me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people's mind is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I rolled his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I wanted telling is what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I'll ever think about telling it to if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, especially maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. What did I ever do to him? He never does it with Becca or Zach. I can't really imagine how things will go down at the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before I catch his attention, I shoved the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
Okay, so I'm gonna end here. Cause like Isabella's chapter is really, really long. It's very long. Cause like it's like the entire beginning of what is actually happening. Like what is going to happen. So like it's a half of like basically a half of like is Isabella, Hannah, Zach, and Rebecca. And the other half is Ash and well actually hold on. Okay, so it's Isabella, Hannah, Zachary, Marianne. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know about Luke. I don't know. But like, yeah, we're gonna end it right here. We're actually gonna end it right here. So that is it for the day. And I'll see you next time. Save. Oh my goodness. Goodbye.